Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is Monday, August 31st, and I want to show you guys how to do a Flipboard article. On Google Classroom, I don't have all the posts. Well, let me go ahead and click save on this. I haven't posted this video yet, obviously, because I'm doing the video right now, but I want to show you guys how to do a Flipboard article. So if you look on Google Classroom, you'll see that Flipboard article number 1 is due September 2nd. Let me show you how to set up Flipboard first, and then I'll show you how to do the Flipboard article. So I'm going to open up a different tab. I'm going to go to flipboard.com. Flipboard.com says get informed, get inspired. Excuse me. What this is, guys, is a website or an app. You can get the app on your phone or on your tablet. It's an app that's designed to pull news that you're actually interested in. Okay. It's nothing that you don't want to read. Like if you're not interested in politics, you don't have to read about politics. But if you like skateboarding, you read all about skateboarding. And let me show you how to set that up. So I click login. I'm going to log in with my Google account. Always, like I did with Quizlet and Quizzes and Khan Academy. I'm going to log in with Google, and it's logging me in. Now, I set mine up earlier with my other classes, so it's going to ask you what you're interested in, and it gives you kind of a list of stuff that you can pick from. I know my screen is not showing that right now, but your screen probably is when you first sign in, okay? So pretty much what you're going to do is tell Flipboard what you want to read about. So like if you like baseball, type in baseball. If you like the Mets, like the New York Mets, type in the New York Mets. If you like the Incredible Hulk, you can type in the Incredible Hulk. So like right here, I can literally search for anything. So I'm going to type in Christmas lights because I like to decorate my house at Christmas time. So Christmas lights, boom, I click that and I click follow. Okay, so now anytime an article pops up in the news dealing with Christmas lights, it's going to pull it to my Flipboard, which means it's stuff I'm actually interested in. So let's see here. What else do I like to read about? I've already done Superman today. I will type in Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman. Boom. And here we go. Wonder Woman. And I can click follow. Okay. And now anything dealing with Wonder Woman in the comics or Wonder Woman 1984, the new movie coming out, it's going to pull it. I'm going to type in DC Comics. And boom, I can click on that. I can click follow. Okay. So once you've selected a ton of stuff that you're interested in, like baseball, softball, basketball, Mariah Carey apparently, I'm going to get all sorts of stuff pulling up of stuff I'm actually interested in. So like right here, because I typed in Christmas, it shows me Mariah Carey announces Apple TV Plus Christmas special. Okay, cool. Because earlier I typed in Batman, it says DC announces Batman Day. You guys probably saw over the weekend that Chadwick Boseman, the guy that plays Black Panther, passed away from colon cancer. And because I typed in Marvel Comics and Marvel Universe, that's popping up for me, okay? So once it knows what you're interested in, it's going to pull stuff that is going to be interested to you, okay? And so, like, if I look, go back down. This is how Disney gets you to wait in line for so long because I typed in Disney earlier, okay? So now I have my Flipboard set up of stuff basically I'm interested in. I didn't type in politics, so nothing about politics is popping up. I didn't type in ballet, so nothing about ballet is popping up. It's just stuff dealing with stuff that I actually want to read about, okay? So you want to set that up first. And then on Google Classroom, it walks you, walks through how to do the assignment. But pretty much, they gives you a link to Flipboard. But then I actually gave you guys a Google Doc, copy your own. And this is easy because all you got to do is tell me what you're interested in. So find an article that you actually want to read. Now, another thing that I have up there to help kind of guide you guys on how to find reliable sources. Oops, that is not what I want to go to. Close that out. Right here. I don't have it posted yet. Well, let's post it right now. Hang on one second. I give you guys, how can I find a reliable news source? That's what I want. Should have posted that before I made this video, but oh well. Let's post it right now. All right, so one of the things I posted is how can I find a reliable news source, okay? And I gave you guys a bunch of different infographics, okay? And I even gave you guys a YouTube video that you can watch as well. This pulls into what we've been doing on Flowcabulary with fact and opinion and fake news. So keep in mind, though, guys, that all these info charts were created by somebody else's bias. So it's not going to be dead on the money every single time, but I kind of let you know what news you want to pay attention to for reliability and what news you may want to stray away from. So if you're looking at this chart right here, this stuff in the middle, pretty reliable. The further out to the left and right you go, the more likely it is you're going to be reading for entertainment value and maybe not pure facts, okay? If I go to a different one, this kind of rates everything. On one side is not trusted, this side is most trusted. But again, remember, this is somebody's opinion. So it obviously it's going to be skewed with bias a little bit, okay, which is why I gave you 4 different ones that you can look at. I like this one a lot because, you can see the stuff in the middle, this stuff that you kind of want to stray towards because it's reliable. And as you go to the left or right, you're going to find stuff that is going to kind of fit somebody else's idea that they're trying to sell. So, like InfoWars, I'm not going to say anything bad about InfoWars. I'm just going to say if you're looking for something pretty entertaining, that's fun to watch right there because you never know what they're going to say there. And it's pretty some crazy stuff right there. So this stuff in the middle tends to be reliable. I'm not going to say it's not reliable. I'm just going to say it tends to be reliable. As you guys go over to this one right here, you guys can see. Hang on one second. Let me pause this. Sorry about that. Somebody walked in the room. I had to deal with that right quick. But if you guys look, this kind of seemed the same thing the other one did. The stuff in the middle tends to be reliable. It even kind of, gives you a description, which this one was made obviously with some humor in mind because it has some funny stuff on there if you really read it. Over here it says just know and don't read this. Better than not reading news at all, which is funny because another one of these you'll see, USA Today is right there, better than not reading news at all. But, like I said, if you go to a different one, this says USA Today is one of the ones in the middle. So remember, it's a skewed bias. So everybody's going to have a different opinion, and that's okay. So I showed all this to kind of get the idea of what you want to stay near, what you want to stay away from. When you're trying to find reliable news sources, okay? So what you're going to do with Flipboard Article 1, once you find an article that really interests you, it says student name, obviously you'll put your name, you put the name of the article, you'll put the author's name. Now remember from that vocabulary lesson, if you can't see an author's name, it's not a reliable source, okay? If you're not getting it from a source that obviously like Associated Press, that's a reliable source right there. But I wouldn't go to Bean's blog. I don't have a blog, but if I did have a blog called Bean's blog, it probably wouldn't be the most reliable source right there. So find a reliable source. Make sure you can find an author. So right here, oh my goodness. This says Associated Press. I don't have an exact author name, so I'm going to go back and, okay, this looks interesting. How to order a Starbucks, oh my goodness. How to order a Starbucks secret menu funnel cake frappuccino. And let's see here. I have the name of the author, Emily Lee. So if you like Starbucks and you think this is your article that you want to do, when I go in, I'm going to put the name of the article, I'm going to put the author's name, and then I'm simply going to list 5 supporting details. I'm going to make sure I use complete sentences, okay? So these details are going to come straight out of the text, okay? So really, this assignment is about finding it. piece of nonfiction article that interests you. Okay, it's got to be interesting to you. What I told the kids in class today, that probably want to stay away from politics, because when people write about politics, people tend to get their feelings hurt. I mean, like instantly. You could be having a discussion about milkshakes and you can agree on what flavor milkshake is the best. And then the moment somebody brings up politics, people get their feelings hurt. They start screaming at each other. I personally did not put anything about politics in my Flipboard because I don't want to read about it, because I don't want my feelings hurt by reading somebody else's opinion. Not that somebody else's opinion would hurt my feelings, but you get the idea. We all have that crazy family member that loses their mind if somebody else's opinion does not agree with them. So I'm going to stay out of politics. If you're into politics, you can do politics, but that's my personal opinion right there, and you can listen to it, or you can, just ignore me if you like politics. More power to you. That's just not my cup of tea. Okay. So when I get done, I'm gonna make sure I submit this on Google Classroom. If this takes you longer than 15 minutes, you're probably doing something wrong. You're just giving me your name, the name of the article, the author's name, and then 5 supporting details from that article. Make sure you use complete sentences, okay? If you have any questions, don't ever, ever, ever hesitate to email me. Remember, use Flipboard.com. The reason why most of these news articles come from reliable sources. I say most. That doesn't mean every single thing will be a reliable source, but most of these come from reliable sources. So if you have to question whether a source is reliable or not, you may not want to use it, because if you question it, odds are it may not be reliable, okay? If you have any questions about how to do a Flipboard article, send me an email, and I will talk to you guys on the flippity floppity.